Hey, happy October 31. Also Candy Day. Well, I call it Candy Day because I don't do Halloween. You think I'm going to do? I'm already dressed up for Halloween. I'm actually on the wrong camera. I used this camera for a Zoom meeting I had, and I forgot to put it back. So let's clear it out, make her look sharp as a tack, and go on over here and go into the rotating cameras. Okay. Hey, happy Candy Day. Ha! Candy. My thing, my kind of thing is candy. Hi, Randy. Candy. Randy rhymes with candy. So anyway, oh, I called you 3 or 4 times today and the phone doesn't get through. So somebody either has been very very busy doing videos, or somebody fell asleep and forgot to turn the phone back on. So my nephew's getting into a program that I need to run on Windows. So I wanted to get your advice on that so you could start thinking. And I was wondering if there's a way to get Windows to work on the iMac. Didn't they have something, boot camp or something? I don't know if that'll work on the Studio M2. Anyway, that's a conversation. Well, I got my favorite camera right here. Did you know this was my favorite camera? So let me tell you something. I forgot this camera in the on position and it falls asleep. And when I picked it up, it came back on and it hardly used any of the battery power. I did the same exact thing with the S9 and it took it all the way down to dead. So was that like a setting in the camera? They're both default. I have not looked into the energy settings, so that would be my fault. But anyway, this camera is here at the 10-20 Sony f4 crop sensor lens. Gives you a very wide camera, very small, very wide field of view, very small light lens. I love the combination of the crop sensor lenses on the full frame cameras because, okay, let's shut that off. I can't see anything. I got the thing, I had it open where you can zoom in and do stuff like that. So let's put this here. Boy, this water cup looks large. I have it all the way over here and it looks like she's taken up everything on the desk. It's a beautiful, pure white stainless steel inside. I don't know why, but the stainless steel inside of a cup makes the water feel colder or taste colder to me than glass or plastic. Is it mental? Is this a mental illusion? Or is it is colder? Oh, it's so refreshing. It's got like it's a cold, very nice taste. So, did I turn on the overhead camera? Let's put this over here. Let's find out, okay? The only way to find out is turn it on. And there it is. I'm on the thing. Did I move the table? Yeah, I must have moved the table. Okay. So I can actually say, I'm going to play games right now. Hi, Randy. Okay, we'll star that because I just said hi, Randy. Hi. Oh my gosh. See, you're saying happy Halloween. Let's put it up so I could see it. I can't read. It must be my eyes. Okay. I'm boy show Stell. Okay, so I'm just going to call you hi, big boy. Hi, big boy. Love you. Thank you for coming in. Give you a star right there. And then we got Randy. So Randy gets another star. Boy, this could become something, huh? Could be a new way to do the talks. That's very nice. That's my Carlos pad. I like my Carlos pad. So, let's go back to, well, let's start at the top. Why skip Randy? Hi, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving. Oh, Halloween. I did not partake No candy for you? I took my usual afternoon nap and I just woke up. All right, good for you. I tried to take a nap, but I got in this incredibly large philosophical, theological conversation, and I enjoyed it so much. And I, all the way through to 7 o'clock, so I went to my bed to take a nap before I come up live. And guess what? I was so worked up inside here, no, actually inside here, that I laid down and my eyes were wide open. What's that movie? Eyes Wide Open or something to that effect? So, anyway, I just, you could take a nap or even sleep at night wide awake if you just relax, get to it when you want to go to it. There's a song like that. Let's see, did I comb my hair? Ah, I'm blocking the mirror. Oh, I could see right there. I forgot. I could see myself. So here we go. Now we got Big Boy is here. I am Boy Schustel. Oh, yeah. Is that an I am or a Liam? Maybe it's Liam. Lem. Lem Boy. I don't know what to call you, but thank you for being here. Love you, Randy. Love you, Lem Boy. Happy Halloween. I say happy Candy Day because I'm not going to get dressed up. I just turned 7. Well, maybe I'm at the age now where I start my childhood all over again and I'll just get dressed up. I'll just put a Speedo on. How's that? Scare the hell out of the whole neighborhood. Wouldn't that be interesting? Ah, I'm in my Halloween costume. So, anyway. So you've got another name. Hi, Rakesh. Tikanete kipera na sumilisuli ka. Oh, I started talking to you in Greek. So I don't know what name is Rakesh. Rakesh is here. And he tells me I changed the name. Somehow it was set to something, so something different. Yeah, if you have a couple of different accounts, right, Rakesh? Is Rakesh right? Am I saying it wrong or am I completely out of the ballpark? Anyway, love you anyway, whichever I am or Liam. But I kind of like that. It made me stumble, which is what you want to do since I'm going to make fun of you and all that kind of stuff. Okay. So he says, Peter, this is Rakesh Chatterke. Okay. So he lives in New Jersey, I believe. Hey, New Jersey. You guys are in the news politically. Something is going on. I just don't remember what it was. Oh, it was something about a governor's race where a new guy is actually finally might get somebody for change. Because, if you have the same old crap, what do they call it? Same Shituski, but a different day. But you can shorten the word Shituski. So now Randy's got a new name going too. Randy Brander 8157. So I just got a notification, Randy, because I thought we might not have a show because all week, like if I wanted to go to Newsmax, which is where I get my news summary, or Facebook, it has to do a lot of thinking when I connect. So I figured there must be something wrong with my computer, right? It's always my fault. And then I got a notification from AT&T today by text. They didn't send me an email. Bad boys, what you going to do? Okay, never mind. So it said that we have had to start your equipment during the week, and we are all done. I looked for links to make sure it wasn't one of those scams. And it said you should be back to happy connection. So I checked Newsmax, and where else do I go? Facebook, and where else do I go? My email. It always has like this handshake problem. And the handshake problem can take up to 2 minutes to connect to a website. So I thought, that maybe I need to restart or something like that. So I restarted the modem. I even restarted my, what do you call the the box where the Wi-Fi is in, and everything is connected to that. I restarted that. I have a switch in here, so I unplugged the switch because I got like 4 or 5 things plugged into the switch. What is it? The printer. I do have a Wi-Fi, but one of those little ones that you plug in into the wall. I'm cleaning my glasses because it looks foggy and I can't see. So, if anybody saw the Dolphin game this weekend, boy, did we suck. Dang! You even heard the crowd boo. We booed our own team. Boo! No, it wasn't Happy Halloween yesterday, and yet they were booing. Okay, so they had a firing today. Somebody on the Dolphins team got fired. I don't know who. If it was the coach, the manager, the quarterback, but what was it? The Baltimore Bengals, 28-6. They looked like they were manhandling the runner. The runner would go out there. This guy would pick him up and spin round and round and round. The ball would fly out of his hands. Okay. Then he got a touchdown, and this big old guy flattened him, and the ball popped right out and shot out. What the hell kind of playing is this? They out-muscled the little guys, and our team, the Dolphins. I'm in Miami, so Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins. If anybody's birthday's today, let me know. Happy birthday on Halloween, and I'll sing to you. Let's make sure that we don't have the church on. Let's turn the church on real quick and say, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Woo. Happy birthday to whoever's birthday it is today, tomorrow, yesterday, or we can back up and bracket the days. Happy birthday to you. All right, church off. Okay. All right, let's see. Now let's get back into saying hello. Oh, what's the title? That ZR. Randy did another unboxing video of his ZR, and I'm not sure. I thought we did one. Did you buy a second camera? Because B&H doesn't even list it in stock. Adorama doesn't even list it in stock. They're very hard to get. They're flying off the shelves like hotcakes, whatever the heck that means. Maybe tonight after the show, I'm going to make a pancakes. I like the pancakes. So Randy is saying hi to Rakesh. How you doing, Rakesh? I'm not ignoring you. I'm saying hi to you. He lives in New Jersey. Yup, Randall. So you know Randy. So you guys are buddies. That's cool. How are you, Randy? I'm sure he's talking to Randy, right? Randy, he's asking you how you are. Here comes the photo lounge on Saturday nights. Is tomorrow night going to be live for the what is it, Jeff show? If it is, I think he's on against Luis, Mr. Camera Junkie. So I'll go with Luis, but I'll probably be at my brother's. So Randy is doing great. I bought 2 Nikons. Why did you buy 2? Okay, you're going to have to send one here so I could use it for a couple of weeks. We'll put it in the rotation, and it will match up with, let's see, what do I have here? I have the Nikon Z6 Mark III right here. Nikon Z6 Mark III. Here's looking at you. Okay. Love that camera. What an awesome... There's so many good cameras out there. So the Nikon ZR, people love Nikon. That name is so solid. The fans are so solid. The other fanboys of Sony or somebody else will make fun of Nikon, but it falls on deaf ears because Nikon is almost every camera. Well, let me take that back. Almost every professional consumer cameras have been solid as a rock. As a matter of fact, this camera up here, okay, guess what this camera is? Well, it gives it away, okay. But this camera is, now Randy, I'm saying hello to you again. Okay. I didn't put down, let's see, how do you spell Rakesh? Rakesh? I'm just having fun, gentlemen. Okay. Because this is like how Carlos does it. Let's straighten this out. like that. Okay, so then I can start fresh. Look, blank screen. And then I can write happy candy day. There we go. And then we'll put hottest selling body. Back in the old days, we would say Lonnie Anderson or something like that, is Nikon ZR. Bump, bump, bump. Isn't that cool? Makes me feel so important to list that out. And then I should put a board here. Then all I have to do is wipe it clear. And I will make an improvement on Carlos's pad. Oh well, it's the way it is. So the Nikon ZR. So if you want to see the Nikon ZR, so where are we now? So if we go to the Nikon Z6 Mark III, I have that adapter on here so that I have a Sony mount E, the E mount from Sony. I have a Sony mount E lens here. It's on the Nikon Z6 Mark III. So if you've got Sony and you get tickled, whatever word it is that you want to use, let's have a little Halloween sip here. What is this, a brew of some kind? What do you think? Oh, ho, 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 ho. No, that's my Christmas lap. It goes, ho, ho, ho. Doesn't that white cup look great? Pure white. I got that as a gift, a Christmas gift. So, where did I leave off? I left off with Mr. ZR. Oh, I was singing your praises. Okay, so he is just burning up the internet. Randy Brander. Just look up Randy Brander. You don't need to put 8157. Did you add that? Because it didn't used to say that. Why did you do that? I don't get it. Doesn't matter. Everything is cool. I'm fine. I took my medication, so I'm fine. I need to get me a board to put here so that I don't have to write. This thing is going to get me high by the time I'm finished, this Sharpie. Because every time I open it to write something, it's like, woof, does that thing stink? Stinketh. It stinketh. So Randy bought 2 ZRs. That means one will be coming over here, hopefully as a loaner. And then it'll have to get congratulations on the new camera, Randy. Rakesh is saying congratulations on your new ZR, Randy. Greg is stopping by to say hi. Hi on Candy Day, Gregory. Love you, buddy. Thank you for coming in and saying hello. Can't blame Lucky, my German Shepherd. He chewed up my AT&T line and cost me $150. Really? How did it cost you that much money? Don't bring him here, please. The house is baby-proof until Lucky comes. So Lucky is Randy's German Shepherd. What a doll. What an amazing dog. And he's gorgeous. Oh, my God. That dog is absolutely gorgeous. So if you go to Randy's website, Randall Brander, not website, YouTube channel, you'll get to see lots of Lucky on there. So Gregory says the general manager, Chris Greer, was fired. All right, now I'm not into football, okay? Don't shoot me down. I left football back when the NFL could not behave itself. I'm out. I started watching soccer and I got hooked on it. My favorite team is Real Madrid. Not only do I like the Real Madrid team, I love that stadium. So you know where they play, like on football, that the grass, okay? On soccer, they don't call it the grass or the field. They call it the pitch, like a pitchfork. That word, I mean. Okay, so they call it the pitch. And before I'm learning all this, like all brand new stuff. So, because I've never been into soccer. Okay. So, my buddy Marlon got me into soccer because he follows soccer. He's follows the teams and stuff. So he's got it on. So I watch, and then I ask questions, which he's not very easy to ask the questions to because he won't answer the questions. Leave me alone. I'm watching the game. Don't ask me questions. Don't bother me. But I had questions. So I've been learning little by little. Google is your friend, as they say. So just Google it. Okay. So Real Madrid, or the team from Madrid. Madrid's in Spain, in case you didn't know it. Spain is over there. Well, I'm in Miami. That's in the United States over here. Okay. So the entire field, you're not going to believe this. You're going to think I'm tricking you. Okay. But it's true. The entire field, that playing field, actually moves underground, and it reveals another field underneath it. So why? Because they spent over $1 billion and higher to build this beautiful, stunning, gorgeous stadium. It's got stainless steel all the way around, and it's just out of this world. But they spent all that money, and they can't allow people onto the field, or the pitch, as they call it. Okay? And the reason for that, they don't want to destroy the field. So this $1 billion stadium sits empty, except during the soccer games. Okay? And that's like what? Once every 2 weeks that it would get played into that stadium. What's the name? Oh my God, I forgot the name of the stadium. They didn't name it anything wonderful, and so you got to remember what the name of the stadium is. So they wanted to make the stadium so that you could have a use of this huge, beautiful, stunningly gorgeous facility. So they made it so the entire field goes underground. So the way that works is the field is made, I believe, in 5 sections, strips. So the field is long this way, all right, and it's divided up into strips. So the last strip, it's actually over here because it's backwards on the screen there. So this part of it, this section is X number of feet wide, and it goes down like an elevator. Then the next section will go over on, I don't know, rails, trolley car? I have no idea, but it goes over to that elevator, and it goes down further. And then each of the 5 go down, okay, and then it closes up. So now you have a brand new field. They have rock concerts, they have other kinds of games, they have stadium events, and the stadium is generating money for that $1 billion, billion with a B for a big boy, okay, for that big expensive stadium. Okay, doesn't sit idle. Now, while it's underneath, they're not piled up on top of each other. It's kind of like got 12 feet, so it really goes down deep into the ground. They mow the grass, they water it, they turn on the daylight lamps so that the grass grows. It's live grass. They repair any bad sections. Okay. I did see the mowers. Yes, I did see that. I'm thinking like they got mowers down there. They sure do. And each one is, a level. You go over to the edge, you'll fall 400 feet into the ground. I never paid attention. I'm hoping they got guardrails there or something. And then when it's game time, they start going up. They go back into place. I think it takes 2 hours of time. I don't know why I'm shouting. I think it takes 2 hours of time to put the field or the pitch away, and then it takes 2 hours of time to bring the pitch back. So what that buys them is all those 2 weeks of emptiness, and the rest of the year, the stadium is used for rock concerts, Britney Spears, not one of my favorites, but she was there and had a concert there. And so the pitch was safe. There was no people not respecting it, because people are not going to respect, hey, this is a soccer field, don't chew it up. So anyway, so back to the important part here, which is you. Yay, thank you for being here. I love you. Hi, Greg. Love you. So the General Manager was fired. All right, so here's my question to you guys that are way, way deep into football, where I'm shallow. The Miami Dolphins, I'll watch them. I'm in Miami. Hello, Miami Dolphins, Florida Gators, the Tallahassee, I forgot what they're called, and the Miami Hurricanes. I mean, the Florida teams, I will root. I'm a Florida guy. I also like the Dallas Cowboys, but they haven't been doing so hot either. But I go back in time, guys. I go back to the 1972 Dolphins, where I can tell you Bob Greasy, Don Shula was the coach. Bob Greasy was the quarterback. Mercury Morris, Banacati. Now I'm putting my names out there. I can't remember everybody. All those guys were the big names. We had a 17-0. Where we won every single game, every championship game, and the Super Bowl. And when we won the Super Bowl, it was like New Year's. The horns blew. I actually blew out my horn on my car. Yes, I got in my car. I was a kid. 1972, that was my graduating year for high school. Okay? So I got out there, going up and down the street, bump, 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 just blowing the horn, and the whole city sounded alive. It's like the return of Christ. It sounded like the city was alive. Now, we do get that sound and that feeling on New Year's, where they go up and down everywhere in Miami blowing their horns. It's a good feeling. It's like you feel connected with everybody else. Okay, and then we return to the normal crap. Same shit, different day. So Scotty is saying happy Thanksgiving. Boo. So Randy says, Greg, why... Come on, I clicked on him. Why was the GM CEO... Hello, why was the GM CEO fired is probably the rest of that sentence. We were humiliated Thursday night. Live prime time. Not only humiliated, our players were manhandled. So who do you blame? The general manager? He got fired. That's the part I don't understand. Wouldn't it be the coach? Unless the GM was too much hands-on? Okay. So I don't quite understand that. Enlighten me. Roy in Australia. How you doing, big boy? There's Roy. Love you. Thank you for coming on. So photo night is tomorrow. Well, Randy, you got to say something positive about Luis also, Mr. Camera Junkie. We can't ignore our own. I never see Jeff coming in here to say hello. I mean, I like Jeff, and I like Chuck a lot. I was on his show. So Chuck is the name of the guy that had the show, and then he had a stroke, and he has a problem. He can think fine, but it doesn't come out. So Jeff took over in the pilot seat on that show, and Chuck will come in, and Randy's on there live. You want to see Randy? That's where you can go and see him. Of course, he can come here and say hello, and he doesn't. So you know who he loves better. He goes over there and sits with them all night long. So, but one of our own family members is Luis, Mr. Camera Junkie, and so I've got to give a thumbs up and a hello to him. And Randy's saying hi to Roy. Hey, Roy, wake up. Randy's saying hi to you. Don't fall asleep on me. Nikon ZR is even better than the pocket camera, which you nearly bought. Oh, you nearly bought it. Okay, the Blackmagic Pocket, whatever it is. You mean that big one that they call a pocket camera? Yes, I know. I would not be buying the Blackmagic. That doesn't tickle my Giska, so to speak. Those of you that actually know the language, we can say tickle my Giska, but it's a different world today. They use words, I don't know what the hell they're talking about. And it's English, American English. So read my fingers. So Rakesh is saying hi to Roy in Australia. Rakesh is in DOES. He's in New Jersey. He's going to get a new governor, I guess. I don't even know when is the election. We have an election coming up, I think next Tuesday. But it's not, I think it's only South Florida or only Florida. So anyway, I did my absentee ballot because I don't do lines very well. So Roy says, I got the ZR in 2 days. So Roy, congratulations, big boy. You got the ZR also. Are you liking it? How are you liking it? So tomorrow, you guys are going to have a field day. So the problem is, Randy will see your ZR, and he will match it and raise it by one. Because he's got two. Shocked the heck out of me. Okay, you never know what Randy's going to do. Randy is unpredictable, but the nicest guy you ever want to meet. And yes, I did meet him. He made my kitchen table piled up with cameras so high, I couldn't see over the top. He kept coming in and putting on the kitchen table more bags. And I'm going, Randy, you want me to help you? No, I got it. He would go back out the front door. He'd come back in with 2 or 3 more, pile it up on my kitchen table. I'm going like, Randy, oh, wait, I'll be back in a minute. Okay, Randy, you sure I can't help you? No, I got it. So he would go out to his rental car, and he'd come back in with another 2, 3, or 4 bags, and it was getting higher and higher and higher and higher, and it's like I almost couldn't see over his pile of camera bags. Randy has more camera bags, lenses, bodies, and another American saying that you guys probably goes right over your head. Then Carter has liver pills. All right, so Randy is going like, what's for supper? Hi, Scotty. How come Scotty didn't write anything? So Scotty, did you write something, big guy? Love you anyway. So, nope, I didn't see any comments. So it didn't make it here on my board. Okay. So he's saying, what's for dinner? Hi, Scott. And Scott is saying sweet and sour. Ooh. You know, I purposely don't eat before my show. And here's the reason why. And you guys that are doctors, I know all of you are doctors, right? You could probably tell me. So what happens is I will run out of energy to the point where I feel like I'm going to fall asleep. I hate that. That's happened twice during a show, and it's like I can hardly, I need Scotch tape to keep my eyelids open. So what I did tonight was I had the, like a cup of coffee, but it was something else. And it had the same caffeine in it as a cup of coffee. And I feel ready to do the cha-cha-cha. Let's go, cha-cha-cha. Ba-ba-da-bum-bum-bum. 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 So anyway, we're having sweet and sour chicken. So what I was planning on is I bought Detroit-style pizza at Publix. Publix is our grocery store. The only reason I say that every time is because some of you guys are watching from an area that you don't have a Publix. So when I say Publix, it would be like saying Kroger in your area or H-E-B in Texas. It's the major #1 grocery store in South Florida, and everyone piles in underneath. I'm talking about in terms of clout. So they're the nicest. They've been around the longest. I do buy a lot at the Walmart marketplace. So I bought a Detroit style pizza, which is basically I don't know why they come up with all these new names for the same pizza. It's a Sicilian type, which is like a deep dish. That's another name. Deep dish, Detroit style, pan pizza. When I was younger, it used to be called Sicilian pizza. I love Sicilian pizza. Yeah. So I bought it at Publix. It's frozen. I'm going to put it in the air fryer. Sly taught me to put it in for 3 or 4 minutes, but since this is from frozen and it's not cooked, I'll read the box and do whatever it says. So anyway, in our virtual show that we have going on here, we will be having sweet and sour chicken. At least soccer uses their feet to kick the ball. I don't know what that means, but yeah, they do. I missed the connection there, Roy. What else do you use to kick your ball? Your hands? I went out. Scotty says, I went out trick-or-treating dressed as myself, scared the children so bad. I said I was going to get dressed up as in a Speedo. Okay. So that was my version of the joke. Love you, Scotty. Randy says, U.S. women's soccer team beat Brazil women's soccer team. I watched the women play 1-0 to finish Randy's sentence. It's like I know some of the names of the players on the men's teams, and it's just too many games to watch. So I'm not a soccer fan, but at least it's played all around the world. Yes, soccer has the World Cup. Then they have all these other things that they have going on. And I actually like soccer better than I like football. I mean, I'll watch football because the color is so good on my TV. It's so clear. But the NFL effed up when they got into politics instead of leaving the politics out and just play ball. Okay. So, but they got in there and they lost me. So don't follow it. There's some people that are diehard football fans, and God bless you. Do what you like. But they're banished here pretty much. But I will watch the Dolphins. Okay. Santiago Bernabéu Stadium. No, the second word is right, but the first one I don't think is Santiago. It's a word that sounds similar to that. But maybe you're right. Soccer is definitely a long lens sport. Yeah, and that's where, what camera? Okay, this is a test. What camera makes the long lens more attractive? Hello? Repitan, por favor. I'm going to speak in Espanol for you. The Micro Four Thirds. You could put a Micro Four Thirds lens on your camera that much, that big in size, on let's say a GH7 or a G9 Mark II, but you're better off a GH7 if you want to be shooting soccer teams and sports. And you could be up at over 600 millimeters on that. And it's still Micro Four Thirds quality, which is actually not bad. Remember, these stadiums are well lit. We're not talking about walking in the street at 2 o'clock in the morning, which I have done for Carlos. Okay. So Santiago Stadium is the one in Madrid. Love that stadium. Now, they're building a stadium here in Miami, but is nowhere near as fancy as the one in Madrid. That stadium, I love that. Larry Zonka, you got it. Okay, that's one. Actually, one of my nephews is. We call him Zonka because when he was like 5 or 6 years old, he was a brute, and Larry Zonka was huge. You don't get into an argument. That team is the names I remember. The only name I know right now, and now I can't remember his name, Patrick Mahomes. Okay, Patrick Mahomes, I think. I just, and I don't even think his politics agrees with me, but I just love that guy. He is such a sweetheart. It's probably when he's sleeping. So when he keeps his mouth quiet, he's fine. But off the field, he's very mild, very kind heart. Photo Night is Rakesh and Roy Bixby are always on. I have seen Roy there too, but I haven't paid attention to see Rakesh. And I do pop in and watch every once in a while, but it's boring. They just talk and talk and talk, and it's like, shut the F up, shut the front door. Okay? Seriously. 4 hours on one picture? I'm going to call it what it is. I talk too much. and I get blasted for that. It is what it is, okay? So I don't hide from my own critics and people who don't like watching me and stuff like that. And that's okay. That's the way I am. I've always been like that. That's why I'm live on YouTube. And for how many years was I live on my big channel when we had the pandemic and I felt so sorry for people? Okay. It's like I went on every night because people were scared. They couldn't go out. They didn't meet people. I was touching my heart because Italy shut the whole country down in the pandemic. And they had this thing where a video clip that I watched where this guy went out in this area where it's all like apartment buildings, and he took his guitar out there and he just started playing and singing Italian songs. He's in Italy. Hello? Telephone. Hello? Answer the phone. Okay. And little by little, people came out on the balcony and the whole area was singing songs on their balconies on these tall buildings, all with this one guitar player. And it really touched my heart because these people weren't allowed out. That was the law because of the pandemic. Okay. So the pandemic was, when you read about it 10 or 15 years from now, was used to scare the hell out of the planet. It's a strong, strong cold. That's how you fight it. But instead, they decided to change our DNA, tell you how to put on your face, tell you where you could go, couldn't go to church, okay, anymore. They shut down the churches. It was built for Hitler. That's what it was built for, okay? Now I'm ranting, all right? And now I think a lot of us have learned a lesson. Now there is still that group of people that will obey every little thing. You want to know how to die very fast? Do exactly what your doctor tells you to do. That's how to die fast. So that kind of tells you how much respect I have for doctors. Now, don't get me wrong. There's a place for the medical field, okay? And there's a place for medicine. I take medicine for my blood pressure to be level. I thank God for medicine. But when they scare the shit out of every human being on the planet because of a cold, we needed to have, what do they call it? A conversation. And we were restricted by this shitty outfit that I'm on now. YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, no conversation. And I needed to talk to you. I needed to know what you know. And maybe I knew something, but we weren't allowed to talk. Okay? So those people should pay a price, honestly, because that is not how you handle the entire population of the world. To me, that is a kick in the teeth. So, All right. So Randy says, the nights where I'm on Photo Lounge, let me read it over here. It's bigger. The nights when I'm on Photo Lounge, I watch Mr. Camera Junkie on the rewind. When the Photo Lounge is off, I watch him live with Luis. Good. We gave Luis a plug there. Okay. Because we love him too, right? So actually you've given him and the baby some gifts. Roy says, my fancy is easily tickled. That's another saying that goes back to old geezers like us. And here's my mookity mook mook mook. Hi, Mookie. Wait, I waited all week to do this. I'm going over here and put this back in place. I've been playing with it. Hi to the mook. Love you. And I'll just put a smiley face because I just like making things with my magic marker. So I waited to do that all week for you, Mookie. Okay? So the Mook is in the house. And he's saying good evening, everybody. And hi, Mook. Love you, buddy. Let's get off of the Carlos cam. Okay, so Roy is saying I've only shot Who did you shoot, Roy? Who did you shoot? I've only shot 2 frames on the Z. How can you possibly just shoot 2 pictures? To test the dynamic range and the colors? Colors doesn't have a U in it, Roy. Them's fighting words. So Randy's saying hi to Mookie. And Roy is saying, Randy, I will need a bigger car soon. What car are you looking at, Roy? Peter loves cars. Scotty and Boo earlier. Oh, Scotty said Boo earlier. I did put that up. Did I not put that up? Because I said Happy Candy Day. Don't you remember? You must have been sleeping. So Roy says, my doctorate is only honorary and not medical. In other words, you practice on TV and not one in real life. Good to see you as always, Randy. Mookie saying hi to you, Randy. And Roy is still a valuable recognition for doing great things. Okay, so Randy is saying hi to Roy. Jeff is saying, good day all. We are all doing okay. What have I missed? You should, Roy, Jeff, you need to say what's new. Because when you say what's new, I could say New York, New Brunswick, New Jersey. What did Delaware to the prom? Her New Jersey. Okay, so that's an old joke. Back to my teenage years. Okay, so hi, Jeff. How you doing there in Australia? Australia is in the house. All we need is Shane, and we got everybody. Most of the time, American football seems to throw or run with the ball. Yeah, that's the object of the game. So when they sit and twiddle their fingers, it's basically a commercial time. You2 sent me a message that I can shorten my handle. I ignored it. My channel was Randall Brander. Right. Thank you. But the YouTube added the 8157 at the end. Well, since I didn't do anything, they added it. You can go and correct it. Okay, so go to where my channel is, and then go and click on either the banner or your name, and you can see where it says edit. I think you can edit once every 2 weeks. So just make it the way you want, or leave it alone. That's up to you. And you could fix that. If you need help, I'll walk you through it on the phone. I could have used a different name. That's okay. Every 2 weeks, you could change the name. Shake everybody up, Randy. Medium format only crops the image. Doesn't make it closer. I know that, but it makes it closer in what you see. The field, the final field of view is closer. So the 600 millimeters represents the full frame. If you crop that, okay, you get a closer image. But Roy is 1000% right. The depth of field isn't any different, and the closeness isn't any different. Okay, so that is Roy is 100% correct. We will give him the gold star for the moment until we move it on to Carlos. Hi, Peter and everybody watching my Dodgers. Try to stay in the series. Oh yeah, we are in baseball, so that's where everybody is tonight. Or they're out trick-or-treating. Love you, Carlos. Have you moved out of California yet? Oh, I heard you're moving to Miami. That's great news. So you can come over here every once in a while, and you can even do the show for me, or you can sit here with me, and we can do the show. And, oh, I could get free psychiatric care. So Miami is M-I-A-M-I. If you're having trouble finding where it is, Carlos, it's wherever you are, it's not there. It's the other side of the country. Okay? And they don't suck out every dollar out of your wallet down here, just every other dollar. So, who says you talk too much, Peter? Oh, I thought I had a dream where you said I talk too much. Got you. Love you, Carlos. Say hi to Meg. And sensor size only affects the field of view. Yay! Somebody got it right. Everybody's out there. Oh, it's this, it's that. It zooms it in. It doesn't zoom it in. It changes the field of view. You know, does it zoom it in? Nay, nay. You guys ever watch him? Jean Pinette or something like that? What a great comedian. He's dead. Okay. Who else did I start watching lately? And she's dead. I watch these comedians after they leave. They go. Nay, nay. Nay, nay means no, no. Okay. And so I watch him. What's the name of the lady? Robertson. What's her first name? Something Robertson. She's from the South. She's got a Southern drawl like North Carolina, like you would not believe. She is just like that. And nobody tells a story like she tells a story. And she even calls her husband LB. LB stands for left brain versus right brain. Okay, so left brain, everybody that knows what left brain means, raise your hands. Everybody knows what right brain means, raise your hands. So left brain is the kind of guy that's got to make sure every I is dotted, every comma is just right, and it very, very organized. All he looks is at if everything is in order, chances are in his closet, all the shirts, the colors are all the same in the same place. Where I have two in the closet, 2 bars. All the black clothes go on one bar and everything else goes on the other bar. So I'm making fun of the lady that I've been watching. Okay, so, but she is a hoot. She's just fantastic. You can watch her for hours. Robertson is her last name. Robertson. Comedian lady named Robertson. Once you watch one, you will have to watch a few. Very clean, not dirty at all. Her southern accent is super southern, and she's 6'3", so she makes fun of herself and tells stories on her family. So I told you I talk too much. You wanted me to prove my point? Carlos is Bokeh Bashudo. So you guys that haven't been here before, okay, that's who Carlos is. He's in California. So Randy is saying, Bokeh Bashudo, are you multitasking? And he's answering, absolutely, I am, sir. He's probably even having a cup of tea while he's watching the Dodgers game and occasionally flipping over to hear what the hell I'm doing. Okay? So, anyway. Yay, go ZR! That is the topic for the night. I just got so hung up on you guys. And you guys make my week. So thank you. Nobody's birthday? Okay, so in one day, it'll be November 1st. So Randy's saying thumbs up to Carlos. So tomorrow, Saturday for us, Roy and Jeff, you're already in Saturday, but you guys don't do Thanksgiving there. So tomorrow will be the beginning of November. So we will have the Black Friday for the shopping days, and they've stretched it from one day to a weekend to a week, where I'm already seeing advertisements for Prime Day. I'm already seeing advertisements for sales for Black Friday. I mean, they're just hitting it to get you to spend the moolah. Empty your pocket. Empty the pocket. Okay. So Roy says, did you steal that marker from DJT? Okay, so what's DJT? No, I stole that marker from Carlos. You've never seen Carlos with his pad? He's got the best pad and marker in the world. And this is my imitation. So I did this, clean that up, and now I have a new pad. So if I can get like the right size, let's turn that on real quick. If I could get the right size, what do they call that? Dry marker board. So I have a piece of tape there. So that is supposed to be the middle. So I don't know why it's not in the middle. Let's go up here and see if I move that thing. Okay, so let's see if I moved that. So that's supposed to be, yeah, I must have. All right, so now that is in the middle. Okay, so now when I put the pad there, okay, and I turn it because I turn the table a little bit so it's more angled towards my body. But if I make it straight, then the pad would be straight. But now I have to write at an angle. So if I go like that, okay, that would be a natural position for me to write. Now I can write with the Sharpie. I can also write with a pen. Hi, Randy. But see, the contrast is not great. Okay. Now that doesn't look that great. Okay. If I were to do the same thing with clear the board, I'm going to go through pads real quick, and I'm going to say hi to Scotty. Hi, Scotty. And put a big face, eyes, and do that. Now you see how the contrast comes out good? But I'm getting high now on my magic marker. Okay, so this should be like this. Okay, and this needs to be out of the picture so it looks professional like Carlos. See, Carlos does it in a very professional way. And then I clear my board and I start fresh. Now, if I get a magic marker board, a dry marker board, and it's small enough, I can do that and not go through a piece of paper as I write things down. So I could start to write things down on the benefits of the Nikon ZR. And I bet you people would flock in here to see what the heck is he talking about. Okay, because that's what they want to see. They want to see about cameras. Sometimes I don't want to talk about cameras. This is Peter Gregg Live, which means I could talk about my fingers, toes, and nose, or anything in between, as long as I keep it clean. Okay. So, did I steal the... so, who's DJT? Let me see if I don't see anything on here. So, DJT. Donald J. Trump. Why, does he use a magic marker? Oh, yeah, when he signs those... What does he sign? Yes, the Sharpie. Wow, I figured that out on by myself. I've been taking my vitamins. So that's making my brain work better. Okay. So, yeah, I did. Thank you very much. I need to make 15 of them here like he's got. He's supposed to sign the executive orders, close it up, and give the pen away. That's the way it's worked with every president since I've been a teenager. You sign the order, close the pen, and this is for you. You sign the order, close the pen, this is for you. And then if there's a kid standing there, you sign the executive order, close the pen, this is for you. So he's got 40 pens lined up there, and he hands them out. But he's supposed to use a pen every time he signs, a new pen. That's why he's got a tray of 40 pens there, because they become a collector's item. I don't even care if it's presidents that I didn't like Biden. If he were to sign, well, he used the auto pen. How about Obama? If he were to sign, I would want an Obama pen. I'd put it right up there. It's the president of the United States. You got to respect the office, even if you don't like the guy. Okay? That's back when politics was humanitarian. Now it's not humanitarian. They shoot people and they shoot to kill. That's not humanitarian. That's demonic. Okay. Colors has U in it where I came from. Yeah, I know. Around most of European has colors like that. What else do they do that's similar to that? The word has got a little different spelling. Keep that message drawing, Peter. I'll send a payment for it. Oh, is that a check in the mail? Million is M-I-L-L-I-O-N. I would like $313 million for that donor. I accept it. Thank you, Jesus. Okay. Thanks, Mookie. Keep that message drawing, Peter. I'll send a payment for it. Okay, so you want to see which one is this one. Hi to the Mook. I love you. All right, so you can remember where that is, okay, on the marker. And when this gets reprocessed, go over there. Do you have a Mac or a Windows computer? You could do a screenshot, crop it out, and you got it. Or I'll put it in an envelope and send it to you in the mail. Okay? Maybe. I need to do something, and this is serious, and this is not begging. I need to do something to get a little bit of income going for the Christmas season. Okay, I like to give presents, and there's things I want to buy. Okay, so I have all these red cups that say, I always say Merry Christmas. Somebody said to sell those on my kitchen channel. I just got to figure out how a way to make a cup, not saying big. If I can make $200 to $400 a month, that'll take the pressure off. So I'm only sharing this with you as friends. Don't be sending donations. I'm not asking for donations. I need to do something productive to make some money. And since you guys are friends, you are sitting in a position to be a mentor back to me. So mentor me. Hello, here I sit. Do it. Okay, I respect you. Yes, I do. So, I bought, Roy is saying, several kilos of chocolate for tonight, but the wife found them first. Well, we have a big bag of chocolate sitting in the kitchen. So whatever kids don't come tonight, and they're all one. They're all Kit Kats. And guess what I happen to like? Okay, Roy is a big head. I'm a big mouth, and you're a big head. Okay. So Carla says, I'll only come over if I can have a Peter Greg cookie. You come here and I will make you cookies. We'll make them together. How's that? We'll get in the kitchen. I'll make you a cup of whatever. Tea? You want green tea? You want Earl Grey? You want hot cocoa? You want coffee? You want coffee that I make special? I put like a quarter of a teaspoon of chocolate powder in my coffee and it kicks the coffee up. Okay? You come here. I'll make you lasagna. I'll make you a hamburger. I'll make you tuna fish like you've never tasted before. I'm sure that's not going to get you over here, but that's what popped into my head. So I'm thinking about what I'm going to eat when I finish. It's over an hour. I want to keep my shows under an hour because they zoom ahead in the viewership. So if you're watching this on the rewind, I'm talking to you right now. You're watching this on the rewind, meaning I'm not live, but it's recorded like a video. Make a comment. Why do you watch the rewind? There's over 200-300 people that watch the rewind, and you won't say hello to me. Why not? I need desperately to be said hello to. You got to do it. Get your fingers, let your fingers do the walking in the yellow pages. Okay, that's years ago. Okay. Say hello to me on the rewind when you watch this later in the week. Okay, people are less funny after they are dead. No, some of them are funnier. I don't know what that means. I don't even know what that word is. Okay. Jeannie Robertson. Boy, Randy, you come out with these things. I needed a scripture 2 weeks ago. Randy just popped it right in. I needed to know what Robertson's name is. Jeannie is her name. Randy just pops it right in. Randy is a walking frickin' encyclopedia. That man is amazing. The world is going to go backwards 30 minutes on the day he dies. No, we're not looking forward to that day, okay? But it will be a big global loss. Randy is amazing. So I like Fluffy, okay? Yep, he's been watching her. So Black Friday sale on the perfect bounce card, perhaps. That would be a good idea. That's one thing that I can, I was thinking of doing on the big channel. Okay, so here's confession time, okay? So nobody shoot me down. I have lost my enthusiasm for making videos on cameras. It's just the oomph is gone. They do the same thing over and over and over and over and over. And I've been doing it since 2008. So I need to do something to get that enthusiasm. Look at the big channel. When's the last time I put up a video? This is where you could scold me. You could say, bad boy, Peter. I haven't done a video in a month or two. That's not good for a YouTube channel in case you didn't know it, okay? So I was thinking of focusing in a little bit. Scotty, pay attention. Don't go to sleep. I was thinking of focusing in on a better bounce card. Oh, it's over there. I thought it was over here. And start talking about flash photography. It might be very niche, but maybe it's a niche market that responds better. Okay, now I'm not going to make every video. So like if Randy does his loaner program on the ZR, which I'm pushing him now because he's got 2 of them. Okay. I could put a flash on that camera. I have the 900 or the 910. I don't know which one of the 2 flash units, which is a Nikon flash unit. Okay. I connect it up right in here where you could be looking at me on the ZR. Okay. And then after a couple of weeks, we ship the camera back. I've done that with Randy before. Okay. So he trusts me. That's where the whole thing comes in. Randy trusts me. I will take care of his equipment better than I would take care of my own. But my equipment it sits there. It's never touched. And this is the only thing that walks around. And this camera is like in brand spanking new condition. Oops. I do love this camera. Yeah, buy it. The FX2. Shh, don't say anything too loud. So, that's a good thing, Scotty. Question. You don't have to. I'm going to read them all, Roy. So you don't have to put QQQ unless you're used to it. And it used to be just Q until I started QQQ. And now I see QQQ all over the internet. I don't know. My ego brain, my right brain, my e-brain wants to take credit for that. But maybe I didn't. Time for a Wacom tablet, a Wacom. All right. So what would be the advantage of that, Roy? Would I be able to do something unique that I can't do now? I don't know enough about that Wacom tablet. I know it's a pen and a tablet, but do you actually see what you're writing on it visibly so I could turn the camera? Or would I connect it as a camera where I would be right? That would be cool. If I can connect a Wacom tablet, okay, and as I write, even though you're not looking at me anymore, it shows up like full frame. That would be cool. But that would cost money. And see, the income is not there when I say I want to buy little things here and there. That's what I need to get over that hump. I get my Social Security check, but I go all the way down under $50 every month. So I can't buy little necessities like toilet paper. Scotty says, I'll take the magic marker. Wait, make it a double. Wait a minute. I'll take the magic marker. Wait, make it a double hiccup. What does that mean? This doesn't make me hiccup. It makes me high. Whoa, Scott, you look so handsome tonight. Oh, wait, it's the fumes from the magic marker. Okay. So did I hiccup when I said that? There you go. Roy got the other word. It's centre, not center. And shops is SHOPPE. They're flooding in now. What's my doctor's? My doctor's office is using the CENTRE instead of center. So my doctor's office is Family Medical Center, but he uses your first word there, Roy. So yeah, there's a few words that will do that. Scotty says Obama signed his documents using a different pen for each letter of his name. No, you're just joking. So he ended up with 10 per document. Seriously? Wow, that is something I didn't know. That is a new Scotty thing. And then Roy says, I'd like a presidential pen. I used to collect pens. You know those pens that they make now and they put them on the lathe? Do you know what a lathe is? LATHE, lathe. Okay, it's a piece of wood that goes round and round and round, and then you put a cutter and it goes bzzz, and they make pens that you could buy a handmade pen, which is pretty cool. See, I should have made a goulash. Yes, you missed out on that one. You better start thinking about Thanksgiving and Christmas. So you missed out on the goulash for tonight. Thanks for reminding me. Now I need to check out the ZR on flashes. Yes, I'll be one of the first to know. Okay. So Roy says, the Peter, great invention is QQQ. Oh, it made me a millionaire. I could buy my Tesla. They have a new blue on the Model X. I just love that blue. It's just like, I get into little things like the color of the car. Call me mental. And the inside, the Model X also has a tan interior, which my mother had on her car. So it'll make me feel like my mama is back. Anybody miss their mama? You can draw on the Wacom like an electronic pad. Okay, that's good to know. Ye Olde Shops is Old English. Yes, there's places here even called that. Oh, Kyle is here. I'm here every Friday that he can't remember. I'm here every Friday at 10 o'clock that he can't remember. And yet he's got the balls to tell me, oh, you don't go live anymore? Every Friday, 10 o'clock, Peter Gregg goes live. He's my buddy. I love Kyle. Oh, Subculture Outcast is my buddy Kyle. He's like my own grandkid, okay? We'll just love him. Oh, he's shopping for a new car. So that's exciting. New cars is a very exciting thing to me. So anyway, guys, we have gone through everybody, and we've talked about the Nikon ZR, Nikon. Randy says Nikon. I think Europeans say Nikon. Floridians say Nikon. I'm in Florida, so it's Nikon. Okay, like a horse. Nikon. All right, guys, I love you so much. God willing, and the bridge isn't up. Randy, where's your thing? You're missing it. I need to end with you. Okay. Don't fall asleep on me, Randy. Remember, U.S. citizens change the clock back an hour. Have an hour tomorrow night. Oh, that's tomorrow night? Okay. My iMac does that. My Apple stuff. But the clock in the kitchen doesn't. And I have a hard time climbing ladders. And I have to get up on the ladder to change that ding-dong thing. And why don't you just buy a new one for there? Number one, I don't have the money to buy it. Number two, I bought that like 15 years ago for my dad, where the digits are that big. So it's like 1:37 p.m. I like that number. Okay? You could just look at it and see it because the digits are huge. Now they make the digits for the wall clocks that big, smaller than your wiener, and you can't read it. So I keep it there. Okay? Anyway, Roy says the Japs say Nikon, the Europeans say Nikon, Roy says Nikon, Randy says Nikon, so Peter says Nikon. Okay, what else do I say? There's Randy says something else, and I say it when Z, another European thing. I say Z, you say in Europe Z, like Z-E-D, the word Z. And that's fine. I could care less. Okay. And I honor everybody. Jim, how you doing, guy? Hi, all. Hope everyone is well. Yep, we are all doing well. Okay. So, all right. Jim, I love you. I think I called you. No, I didn't. Oh, I called you, but you didn't answer. Okay. I was having a bad day at that time, but that's okay. I prayed and God got me through it. No biggie. Okay. Don't forget, you say coleslaw. I say C-A-W-S-L-A-W. I say coleslaw, and it's coleslaw. Okay. So that is Kyle. Okay. All right. Now we're really ready to leave. So Randy gets the last word. Stay safe. Keep smiling. Cheers. You didn't say goodbye, everybody. What are you, falling half asleep over there? Okay. Oh, he's playing with his ZR. Stop playing with your ZR in public. That's not very nice. Okay. So, love you guys. Thank you for being here. See you next week. It will be in November, God willing, and the bridge is in up. And my goal is the sky and not the grave. So, do you know what that means? I hope you do. Okay. I even have a t-shirt. It's in the link below. Not that I'm trying to sell you a t-shirt. I need to buy one for myself. Okay. All right. We're going to go out on the Canon. What is it? A7c Mark II. Love you. God willing, and the bridge isn't up. See you next Friday. Same time. Same bat time. Same bat something. I forgot. Bye.